So, good morning, family. How's everyone? It's Sunday, November 3rd, 2024. And there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, a lot of controversy, a lot of back and forth, and anxiety, fear, and all that stuff. But in my little world, it's nice and peaceful. Not a whole lot going on. It's me and the chickens. Can you see the chickens? Let me see. Chicks. Hi, boo boos. I don't know if you could see them in the pen, but they're having a nice slow morning. Not a lot of cockadooing, and I think they're just listening to my voice and chilling too. Such a pretty day. The sun is really, really hot here in Tennessee. It's got a nice little breeze, but if you get out in the sun, it's very hot. So I'm sitting in the shade, which is not the best lighting, but hey, comfort before looks, right? This is no filters. But so just to update where Walter and I am today in our journey, chasing our dreams, building our homestead on Tiger Creek. I think I might change the channel to Tiger Creek. Not sure, Tiger Creek Homestead, because we're right on the Tiger Creek. And you guys, if you watch the videos, you've seen how beautiful that little creek is. Well, it's not little, it's pretty big. And we have our own little piece of the mountain, own little piece of heaven, and a lot of work to do. And our videos have been about, that journey of leaving Florida and finding land here in Tennessee. We started out looking in North Carolina, but decided on Tennessee because it's just so pretty and so nice. I'm sure, and North Carolina is too, but this is just where we ended up stopping, and we just felt, when you feel it's right, it's right. You don't have to keep searching. And then we found our land, and now we're in a holding pattern, kind of waiting. We have put some sandbags on the creek. I'll have a little video about that. And then we built some planter boxes, which I'll have a video about that coming out this week. And then we have contacted the county septic people who got to come out and inspect and tell us where we can put the septic. And we contacted the electric company, but with the flood, they're really, really busy still restoring electricity and fixing the county up. Carter County was really hit hard. So they're still working on that. So it might be a little while before we can get our electricity set up. And then when we do that, those two things, then we're going to rent an excavator. We're going to excavate the stream out so that we can get our water going, excavate our septic out, and get the septic tank out and running. And then put gravel on the road where the flood washed everything away. And then we'll be able to move our RV out there. But right now we're still at our wonderful friends, Corey and Brian. I tell you, talk about angels on earth. And they'll laugh when they hear me call them that. But they are, they are just, I never expected anyone, but I never expected them, because even though I knew Corey and Brian, I didn't know Corey and Brian. They were acquaintances, not close personal circle, and wow, have they changed our life. I don't know that we could have done what we're doing without their help and support. So thank you, Brian, and thank you, Corey, and thank you, Finn. And now we have a new puppy, a dog in the family, and his name is Rip. And God, the most lovable dog you'll ever meet. And so, and the chickens and everything, this has just been a gift. And that's what we do, is we pay it forward. What goes around comes around. And tells me I'm living my life right, but I got to keep living it right. I got to keep giving out to get back, right? You get what you give. And so with that, so that's where we are. We're just holding, waiting. which is not comfortable for Walter or I. We both like to be moving forward and making things happen and, getting things done and building and shaking and grooving. So I'm having to figure out how to spend this waiting period. And I think I'm going to start working with some clay, making some Christmas ornaments and stuff. I've been crocheting. You guys know that. That's the only art I could do. So I figured out a way that I can do my clay, at least a little bit on a small level. And so I'm going to start working on that probably this afternoon. So that'll feel good, and getting my hands moving and creating. But so today on Sundays, those of you who have been here, I like to read from, we're still in the same book, which is good because I have never, read it before. So everything's new to me. Everyday Spirit by Mary Davis. And I really like it. Not kind of like it. I really like it. She's got a very loving, compassionate perspective on her meditations. And I really like that. And so let's see what she says today for November 3rd. I'll read it and then I'll just tell you my thoughts on it. And please leave your thoughts in the comments if it touches you. You'll let me know. If you have any other meditation books that you think would be beneficial, please let me know that too, because I'm open to, getting some and trying some different stuff too. I love meditation books. So, but when we moved, I gave away most of mine. So, and I bought this one right when we left Fort Lauderdale. So I just gotta breathe, right? Just gotta breathe a little bit. So let me get over here. My hand's getting tired. I gotta get a stand. I have one in the pod. Gotta get another one. But let's see, where can you guys see me and I can see you and we can be in this together. I think the other hand's still better. Huh, chickies. They almost ate their pumpkin all the way through. They pecked it all the way through. So here we are, November 3rd. Breathe. Calm your mind. You hear the birds? Drive-by love. I don't know about that, but lift up someone else and you will lift yourself. I don't know many people in my little country town, but I know that Sharon is everyone's right-hand person. Okay, Sharon. She cares for countless horses and maintains their stalls. She feeds dogs and cats when their owners are away. She takes care of llamas and sheep behind the inn. She takes care of her large family, and she takes care of me. I like that. Yesterday, I sat out on a walk at dusk, my tired, achy body and soul moving slowly under the weight of Sissy's memorial service. Over the weekend, Sharon's pickup truck slowed to a stop when she saw me, and I leaned in, relaxed by her easy presence. From under her baseball cap, her brown eyes inspected my face. There was no hiding. Just got back from my aunt's memorial service, Sharon. I'm spent. She reached out and held the hand that rested on her window. I'm so sorry about your aunt, she said with such love that tears welled up in my eyes. She told me about Margaret's funeral last weekend and how her kids spoke about their mother. She told me I needed to be careful walking. There were wolves spotted at the next farm. Rummaging around on the seat, she pulled out a whistle and tucked it into my palm. In 5 minutes, in the middle of the road, Sharon had taken care of my body and my soul. When I got back to my driveway, I stood still in the dark by the road and just listened. Under the half moon, the birds rang, my head's going faster than my mouth. Under the moon, the birds sang their good nights from tree to tree. The horses quietly enjoyed a hay dinner. The frogs emerged around the pond, and I took my first deep breath of the day. The world had righted itself. Love had cracked open my heart and diluted the dark with her light. In the presence of a simple drive-by love, gravity released me into the welcome arms of the unspoken. I'm here with you in this moment. This, I thought, is the feeling of being lifted by love. In the world, today, in simple ways, be the love that lifts up someone else. Be lifted too, knowing that your love has changed another for the better. In the heart, from my deep well of love, I share freely with others, lifting them up through small acts of kindness and compassion. Wow. Yes, I have been the giver and receiver of drive-by love, and I tell you, there's nothing like whenever you see someone in pain, and that's what they talk about, being an empath, because I feel, when I feel energy and I feel people's pain and I absorb people's pain, which can be really difficult at times because if I'm not releasing it back out, I get filled up with their trauma and their pain, and my life gets dark too. So I have to remember to continue healing myself and releasing my own, the darkness that gets stored inside of me. Through Reiki, I'm a Reiki master, so through Reiki, through meditation, through sharing, through laughter, through love, through just being with other people who help you share that pain and help you lighten your, not your load, but your spirit. Does that make sense? So I have a lot of people like that. I remember when I first got here, about like the second or third day, it hit me that I was homeless, that I was in a foreign place, even though it was just Tennessee, that I didn't know where I was going, and I had left everything I knew. And I was talking to Corey, and she just asked me how I was doing, and I started crying now because I remember that. And she just said the kindest words. It was probably a 1 to 2 minute interaction. But in that time, she helped soothe my soul. She made me feel like I wasn't alone and I wasn't lost and that I was wanted. And I tell you, all my life, those were the things that I needed the most. I have an uncle, or I had an uncle, he's deceased now, Uncle Denny. And I remember that when he would see me, he would see me. And he would always have a kind word for me. He would always ask about my mother, which, if anyone knows the history, not everybody had nice things to say about my mom. And that just made me feel good that somebody wasn't angry at her and that they cared enough to ask. And they cared enough to see me. And that was it, you know. Wasn't much. That all it took was a little kind word. Wow. I have no clue where these feelings are coming from. Probably just remembering that little girl and how lost she was. And how alone she felt. Oh, I didn't think it touched me like this today. I hope and pray that I have been that for somebody else. I don't want to thank all you who have been that for me. And I think we need to remember that sometimes it's just a few words, just a smile, a hug, a touch. Just something to let somebody know we care, that we're here, and that we see them. Thank you. Namaste.